This video is brought to you by Law Excellence IAS Academy.
Dear students, good morning. Welcome to Deep Daily Editorial Enrichment Program of Law Excellence IAS. Let us start the discussion on today's newspaper, that is 17 June 2019. The first article for discussion is a different tint. This article is about Shanghai Cooperation Organization. You know that 2 years back, India and Pakistan became the full-time members of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Added to that, Shanghai Cooperation Organization is also seen as a growing counterweight to NATO. This is spearheaded by none other than Russia and China. So, in this way, India becoming the member of Shanghai Cooperation Organization, on the other hand, moving close to United States of America, both will be seen as a continuation of its policy of multi-alignment. So to understand this multi-alignment, you can see India being close to SCO and also to West. And also in the Middle East, you can see this. India is trying to be close to Israel, Saudi Arabia and also Iran. All the three poles of foreign policy in that particular region. So India becoming a member of SCO is also in line with its multi-alignment policy. So after SAARC, and today, India is not very active with regard to SAARC is concerned. The only organization where Afghanistan, Pakistan and India are represented, it is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So the organization is also very active on two things which matter the most to India. One is terrorism. The second one is stability in Afghanistan. So in this context, a regional anti-terrorist structure is very active of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. But remember another thing. So India also had bilateral talks with Xi Jinping of China and also Putin of Russia. In the next week at G20, Indian Prime Minister is expected to meet American President Donald Trump. It is happening in the midst of trade and tensions between these two countries. And United States of America is also asking India to stop buying S-400 Triumph missiles from Russia. And at the same time, so the 5G technologies, India do not want to buy it from Huawei of China, which America is not very interested. So in this context, how India will balance all these poles and maintain its sovereign autonomy is a big question before us. The next is self-serving nations. This is about terrorism. So you know, United Nations Security Council 1267 committee, it deals with Al-Qaeda and IS related terrorism. In this context, India wants to declare Mr. Mohammad Azhar as the international terrorist under 1267 committee. So here China has played spoil sport. China stated that it wants more evidence to support Mr. Azhar as a terrorist. But however, with the pressure from United States of America and other members of the UN Security Council, finally it agreed. But however, it do not want to recognize Mr. Azhar's role in Pathankot and Pulwama attacks. So in this case, there is something called Articles on Responsibility of States for Internationally Wrongful Acts. According to this, Pakistan cannot be made responsible for the actions of Mohammad Azhar. Probably can't. The reason is the non-state actors, actions of the non-state actors, we cannot make these as our states as responsible. And further to this, there is another challenge, that is Dalai Lama, and there is another person, Dolkun Isa. These people, they are taking, Dalai Lama is taking asylum in India and Dolkun Isa is taking asylum in Germany. So he is representing Uyghur Muslims who are being considered as terrorists by China. So China is active in designating certain people as terrorists who are not in alignment with its policy. But when India has really represented the terrorists, you do not want to support it. So that's why in the international community, many countries trying to serve themselves in the name of terrorism rather than supporting the real perpetrators of the terror. That is the essence of this article. The Gujarat Model nationally. So when we talk about this, let us understand what is exactly the political model of Gujarat. which has given perpetual victories for Mr. Modi and BJP. In Gujarat Model, one is Gujarati pride, that is ingredient to it. So historically, if we see, Congress was able to continuously win Gujarati elections because of social coalition of Kshatriyas, Harijans, Adivasis and Muslims. When Prime Minister Modi became the chief minister, the BJP was able to successfully separate the Muslims from this camp. To this KHA, they have added other OBCs and also Patidars. So this because of this, Kshatriyas, Harijans, Adivasis, OBCs and Patidars and Gujarati pride. This all together gave successful victories to Prime Minister Modi. So it means majority Hindus, they are being brought together, and separation of minorities as a monolith. It was able to successfully maneuver India's election system, that is the first past the post system. What happens in the first past the post system? Divide the votes of opposition and keep your votes united. So they are able to solidify the votes in the basis of religion, and they are able to ensure the votes, other votes or opposition votes gets divided. So this has broke the Congress fold or control over the Gujarat permanently. And the second, with regard to linguistic minorities is concerned, today southern states are expected to lose when seats are redistributed in 2031. You know that the redistribution of the seats of Lok Sabha across the states is freezed till 2026 by 84th Amendment Act. So after 2026, the first census will come in 2031 and the seats need to be revised through a delimitation commission. In such a case, the more populated states of north will get more number of seats, and the southern states like Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are expected to lose them. Then linguistic minorities and the politics related to it, how they get unfolded, that has to be seen. And second, in 2019 elections, if we see, the upper caste representation has increased as a whole, but the OBC representation got eroded. It is clearly seen in Hindi heart belt, because in Hindi heartland, the SP Samajwadi Party, RJD, JD, these started becoming representatives of social justice and also OBC politics. As BJP was able to bring together the Dalits, Adivasis and also upper caste, it was able to garner more number of the seats compared to the percentage of the votes which it has got. So the biggest success of BJP lies in social engineering of the upper caste, which is its traditional vote bank, with the marginalized sections of the society. And this was made possible because of the charismatic leadership of Mr. Modi. And the next, another factor that has waved strong for the BJP were financial muscle. The electoral bonds became very successful for BJP. It was able to mobilize the corporate money anonymously to BJP. 95% of the funds which the political parties received through electoral bonds are received by BJP. In this context, the Gujarat model of alienating certain minorities and consolidating the majority, showing the minority as something which has to be worried about, has paid rich dividends to BJP in the nation as a whole. That's what is the essence of this article. Qualifying for leader of the opposition. So let's understand the leader of the opposition. This word did not exist in our constitution or parliamentary lexicon initially. But traditionally it was considered that any political party that enjoys a quorum, that is 1/10 of the seats in the parliament, shall be considered as an opposition party and its leader as leader of the opposition. So in this case, when Congress got split in 1969 as Congress R and Congress O, the leader of the Congress O, Mr. Ram Sabog Singh, has become the first leader of the opposition. In this case, the recognition for the leader of the opposition legally has come up in 1977, where Parliament has passed a law, that is Salary and Allowances of Leader of Opposition in Parliament Act 1977. So as per this law, the leader of opposition was given a rank equivalent to the cabinet minister. Here, the speaker and the chairman of Rajya Sabha, speaker in Lok Sabha, they have to recognize a particular party as the opposition party. Then the direction 121C clearly states that the party which has 1/10 of the size of the house, 1/10 seats of the size of the house, will be the opposition party. When we read together, the speaker shall recognize the leader of the opposition, and speaker has to recognize the leader of the opposition from the party that enjoys the 1/10 of the seats. So in 16th and 17th Lok Sabha, no political party has the 1/10 of the seats. That's why there is no opposition political party. And in this context, what the author suggests is the coalition politics by and large settled in India. So the pre-poll alliance or pre-poll coalition, it shall be considered together as an opposition party, and it has to be respected. So in any democracy, opposition has a role to play, and if not, the democracy cannot survive. So that's the reason why he suggests a strong opposition has to be recognized. If not the single largest party, it has to be a group of parties. To that extent, the constitution need to be amended, the law need to be amended. Next is missing remedies. This is about the ongoing strike of the medical doctors in West Bengal. So, regular attacks on the duty doctors has become a major incident. So, most of us are looking at the incidents that are happening, and we are trying to find a solution in strong laws. But remember carefully, health is a service sector, caregiving sector. Emotions will be high. And most of the times, the problem is coming up from the systemic factors or weaknesses in health infrastructure, or to that extent, lack of sufficient manpower, modern technology. In this case, what is required is not the tough laws, not the police protection. What is required is a systemic reform to the healthcare promotion, healthcare delivery in the country. That is the essence of this article. And finally, thank you. Have a great day. All the best.